Fresh pesto sauce. The smell of good fresh basil is divine, and it's the essential ingredient for pesto. I'm starting by putting garlic and pine kernels into the processor. A couple of good handfuls of pine kernels is perfect. And now I'm going to roughly chop a chunk of good parmesan. You can also use pecorino, which is a dry sheep's cheese. And now pour a really healthy amount of olive oil into the mixture. For an alternative, you can replace the pine kernels with walnuts, which gives a very different taste, and use parsley instead of basil. I'm going to add some black pepper and combine in the processor. It's essential to do this first step without the basil, because it will become a mess if it's all done together from the start. Heating the pine kernels beforehand will also give a different taste. Remove the larger stalks from a big bunch of basil and place it in the food processor. I can put everything in here, stalks, leaves, the whole big bunch. This amount would serve probably 10 to 12 people. I'm going to add some more olive oil. If the mixture is slightly dry at this point, it will become even drier with the basil. And then I'm going to blend again thoroughly to combine this delicious herb with the nuts and cheese. This is such a dramatically different experience to ready-made pesto from a jar. Wow, look at this colour here. It's so rich, so vibrant, it's almost regal. If you don't want to use it immediately, store it in an airtight glass jar. Just cover with some oil to stop it oxidizing and place in the refrigerator. You can serve pesto as it's traditionally used with pasta, but it really does work well with grains and salads. You can try it with polenta. In fact, there's a whole host of dishes that you can use with pesto. Adding it to soup in the bowl is good too. I'm going to serve this with pasta. Place a couple of tablespoons of your pesto in a serving dish. Loosen with a little of the pasta water. Stir it just so that it dilutes a little bit. And now add your cooked pasta and turn with a spoon so the pasta is fully coated with the pesto sauce. If you don't add a little water to the pesto when serving, it becomes very dry and bitty. The way I serve it is I just like to top with a little extra spoonful of pesto sauce and decorate with a sprig of basil. It's hard to describe just how fantastic freshly made pesto sauce is. Irresistible.